we are in week 4, and let's get right into this. First off, Scrum number 1 is ending at the end of this week. And so for film and game, you are wrapping up our first. We're going to do a second Scrum, which will start next week for 15 days. And again, we want to get everything in our to-do column done this week for Scrum 1. Okay? Just a reminder, you are being measured against the professional quotient again for this current month. You will be assessing this at the end of the month. And if you look at categories on areas you still have not scored well or you're not quite sure, the bottom 2 right here have been very lenient on certain interpretations, but we're getting more precise because as the year goes on, you should be developing that stuff. Okay, now let's take a look at what's going on this week in more detail. First off, your team page in game design, upload your minimum viable product. We're going to play those on Friday. So get that up there as soon as possible, keep working, and so on and so forth. Okay, and your pages are active and ready to go. And yes, you'll see May 10th here, but we're going to be playing our games every week-ish to test them to make sure we're going good with things. Film, you're going to present at the end of the week what you've got so far. And so we want a fully developed story. We want to see some film clips. People need to be testing things out. Cinematographers, sound people, do some test files stuff. I mean, just, you know what you're going to be working on. Get out there working with equipment and trying things out. I want to make sure that your SMART goal of what you're trying to accomplish and your primary source of the film you loved, the secondary source of the smart person talking about how that film works really well, and then what your specific goal is that should be challenging you. Where's evidence of that? What have you been practicing to learn how to do that? So at the end of the week, each team is going to be presenting what they've got so far. We'll talk about that in class. And lastly, in School of Rock, film class, you're making a team page as well. Well, I'm making it for you. And this is on Itch. This is how we present our films into the film competition. And I'll talk to you about that this week. So we'll get that going. And in School of Rock, same thing. You're going to have an Itch page, upload your composition to the music composition. And I'll talk to you about that. So yeah, pretty straightforward. And in School of Rock, you will have the latest slice. So this week you're doing another slice. So we talk about vertical, horizontal. So another vertical slice. So if you did a chorus last time or a verse or something, all right, where's the second piece? So your team needs to come together, talk about this stuff. You'll have Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday to be working on this stuff. You need to get something, and we want it published. So right here, place a link. We'll put this here. Now, it says May 10th here, but we're going to put a link to the latest sound file. And what I'd like to have happen is if you get to the point where you have your first slice and your second slice, put them together. So you have a verse chorus or whatever you're going to call these sections of the song. Put them together so we can hear part 1 and part 2. You don't have to loop them. We just want to hear each piece. All right. And that's it for the week. Yay.